Staying in a relationship all because of love, just because of love, or because you love that person is not enough. Love is not all you need in a relationship. It's one of the things you need in a relationship. But if you're staying in a relationship only because of love, it's not worth it. You know why it's not worth it? Because love is not all you need. You need trust. You need honesty. Honesty is what you need. Time is what you need. You want a time to spend with your significant other. Respect is what you need. You need respect. As you respect that person, you expect that person to reciprocate the respect. Commitment. Commitment. As you commit, you want that other person to commit. That's the reason you stay. Reassurance is what you want. But if you're not reassured, you feel like you're always doubting that relationship, then it's not worth staying there because of love. At times, we got to follow our instinct. Our instincts never lie. And if possible, set yourself some tests. Test that person politely just to check off your box. And if it's not what you see, don't stay there because you love that person. Is that love reciprocated? Because if it's not reciprocated, my sister, my brother, you're wasting your time. Love is never enough. It, finances is one of it. If there is no money to aid the relationship and there's no understanding, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to have that relationship and just stay there because love, love, and love. This not saying love can also help you to succeed, especially if you both are committed. So let me tell you a short story. This life is really gonna be short. I really want to point out to us that love is not always enough. Love is one of the main ingredients, but we also need the tiny little pieces to get it completed. If you love somebody, you will not abuse that person. If you love somebody, you share whatever you have with that person. If you love somebody, you care when that person is sick. You think about it and say, you need this person to be alive. If you love somebody and that person is crying, you will be there to give a shoulder for that person to cry. But if you love somebody and that person is just there for the moments of happiness, and when sadness comes, they run, that is not love. This true video today which I watched, this guy has been out for 3 years and has been taking care of the fiance or the girlfriend, say the steady girlfriend. He sent money for this girl to buy him a house. She bought the house, but added extra money, which she took off for herself. This same guy sent money for the girlfriend to buy land. And this girl bought the land and added extra money for her own benefit. Little did she know that this guy knows about it. What she did not know is that she also went and was throwing herself to the guy who was helping for them to buy the house, and was throwing herself sexually. But this guy didn't want, and she didn't know that that her guy out knows this guy, the realtor, right? So the realtor let this guy know that I am not sure. Be mindful of this, your girlfriend. I'm not sure it's the best for you. She tried seducing me, which I rejected. And the house that she bought for me, for you, she added extra money. Same too with the land. The friend who sold the land to you is also my friend, and she added extra money. And guess what? This guy decided to taste the woman that he intends to marry. So, you know what he did? He let her know that he had an accident at work, and that accident had his leg was down. So like 2 months, and then travel back home. When he came, he got his leg right wrapped up to show that, and he was in crutches. And the girl was called. Before then, they have been planning that the guy will give the girl money to open a business. But when this guy came in with this situation, she called the girl and said, "Oh, I'm here, I'm back home. Can you come see me?" And then the girl came with a lot of excited men. All she was hoping was to come and get the money for them to go pay for the business place. But when he came, he saw the guy's leg all with bandage and the guy in crutches. The girl was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. You told me you had an accident. I didn't know it was that bad." And the girl said, "Yeah." The guy said, "Yeah, it was that bad. My leg, all of this leg is a big problem. I can't work." So this guy explained that the mom has advised that they go back to the village, and there will be a good herbalist who will help out for the leg, and it will take about 6 months for him to recover with his leg. And the girl and was inviting the girl to go with him so that she could support him to get well. But do you know what this girl said? That she wasn't going into the village with him, but requested that he give the money for her to go pay for the business. Now I get to ask, is this real love? Is it true love? Or is love because of the monetary benefit? And even the person you have to benefit money to is sick or had an accident and can't work, but this girl, she focused was to get the money. And they pleaded with the girl to go with him, this guy, the fiance, to the village so he could heal. She said she can't do that. So she was in the relationship only to benefit what is coming from the relationship, which is money. And the guy you call your own, you're duping. The guy you intend to marry, you are adding money to pay. This is really, really difficult, people. Then I ask, is this true love? Is this the kind of relationship you want to be in? I don't think so. Hey, Victoria, is that you? First in history to see you alive. So now, if you were this man, will you stay with this man to marry this girl? And what this man did was, he now was already regretting having the girl as a girlfriend. So he called his ex-girlfriend, the one that he loved, to go get this recent one. And the ex-girlfriend came and was so, so sorry and said, "Why didn't you call me?" And was ready to leave her job and go stay in the village to look after that guy. If you were this guy, will you take your ex-girlfriend, whom you know much, who cares, who have no idea that you don't even have an accident, you haven't been sending money to, but she's caring? Will you take that girl, or will you take the recent girlfriend, the current girlfriend, who cares nothing but money? Tell me what do you think when you watch this? Because it's really, really, really disheartening when you get to see these kind of things. So that brings us to why I said staying in a relationship just because you love that person is not enough. That person should be able to spend time with you. That person should be able to reciprocate respect. Respect is reciprocal. If you cannot give respect, then you cannot expect to receive respect, right? The person has to be able to be there to communicate with you, to commit to the relationship. Not be a fair weather person in the relationship. When it's going well, yeah, you're in, you're enjoying it. When it's going south, say the person is sick that needs you to step up and be there for them, you're never there. What happens if it was you? That person will always be there. But if it's them, you are not always there. So this is the kind of relationship we're going to be very watchful for, and make sure you get into a relationship where there's commitment. Yes, the main spice, the main ingredient is love. But love cannot be successful where there's no commitment, where there's no respect, where there's not where there's no care, where there's no communication. Without communication, you work on assumption. You say, he did this, she did this. I'm thinking you did this because I did this. No. Until you communicate and hear from that person's perspective, you wouldn't understand. So it's also good that there should be communication, assurance. Assurance. Everybody wants to be assured. You want to be sure that there's tomorrow with this person. If it's that person who works $10 today and finishes the $10 today, that person who does not think about tomorrow, then there's no need to waste your time and say there's assurance. There is no assurance there. That's what it's all about. If you're getting in, make sure you know what you need. Know that it's the same thing that person needs. Because if it's the things, they are different, then it's not going to work for you. There must be some commonalities among you guys. If there's no, don't waste your time. Look elsewhere and keep looking for your match. If you go in for money, when the money is finished, what else? You're running out. If you go in for material things, say houses, cars, and this, when the cars are bad or they are being sold or the houses are sold and there's nothing left, what are you going to stay there for? If you go in for traveling, for trips, and the guy is spending or the girl is spending on you, when there's no more money for trips, what are you going to do? So this is a food for thought, and this was just a short live. Please, at whatever time you watch, don't forget to put your positive comment, share your ideas so other people can learn from your ideas and work with this. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. This was a short one. Short.